today. Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction. Today I've decided to go ahead and do another Steven Wilson song. This is the next one on my list, The Raven That Refused to Sing. I need to preface this with the fact that I almost did not want to do this song today. I don't have any idea what this song is about. I don't know if the reference to a raven is an actual bird or something else. 2 weeks ago today, I lost my very first rescued parrot. His name was Poppee. And it's the reason why I haven't recorded anything for 2 weeks, is because I have not been in the right emotional mind frame to do so. So I was very hesitant to do this just because fact the word raven is involved at all. I'm hoping it doesn't trigger my emotions that I've been diligently trying to stave off while I've been recording the last 2 days. So I just wanted to let you all know that my grief is still quite raw, and I can't promise that I'm not going to associate that here. I hope that it doesn't do that, but I just wanted to mention that just in case it does. Before we get started, if there's something you'd like me to react to, you can click on a donation link in the description, send along the information, and I will add it to my queue. Also, I take notes during my reactions, so if you see me looking down, I'm just writing down 1 or 2 words so that I don't forget what I want to talk about. I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and get started. Sing for me. Hold on. I'm going to turn on the captions. Let me just rewind it a little bit. It's already haunting. Sing for me. Sing for me. You can come with me. You can live with me. I apologize. I'm turning these off because they're completely distracting me. Let's just rewind it. Sincerest apologies. I can understand them pretty well. Sing for me. Sing for me. You can come with me. You can live with me. Heal my soul. Make me whole. Sister, I lost you when you were still a child.
I'm afraid to love. Just because I'm weak, you can steal my dreams. You can reach inside my head. You can put your son there instead. Please come to me. Please stay with me.
Oh God. There was just some imagery in there that triggered me. I guess my instinct to maybe wait to do this song was probably right, but nonetheless, here we are. I'm just going to quickly talk about parts of that kind of triggered my emotions about losing my parrot 2 weeks ago. There was one particular moment in there that absolutely brought back a memory. When I first rescued Poppy, didn't know how old he was, probably 2 to 3 years old. We brought him home. My daughter was 6 or 7 at the time. We brought him home, had him in a carrier. And when we opened it, he kind of came out and instantly tried to fly. He was scared. Me being the novice at having parrots in my life at the time, I went after him to try to get him and just put him back on the bed and, kind of try to gain his trust. But actually, what I did was quite the opposite. I think I scared him. Poppy, from that day forward, never took to me. I had this bird in my life 22 years. He instantly fell in love with my daughter. But the moment in that video where he opened the cage, he tried to feed the berries through the cage, and the bird backed up and then bit him. I could relate that to my early relationship with Poppy for sure, and that instantly triggered me. So I spent the next 22 years with that bird, taking care of him, and over time, I gained his trust. He was not the kind of bird I could pet, especially after he bonded with my Nande conure, Juliette, who he left behind. But I could step him up anytime I needed to, and I was able to pet him when I would take him into the bathroom to give him a shower. That was the trick that I learned, is you take a parrot out of a familiar room, put them in a bathroom where they don't spend hardly any time. You're the most familiar thing in that room to them. Kind of made it easier to handle him. But nonetheless, even though he did not pick me as his person, which is common with birds, with parrots, I loved him so much. He taught me more about parrots than I could ever learn in a book. He taught me a lot about myself over these years. I mean, all my birds have. But I had a vet tell me in 2008 that he had a heart arrhythmia and that he probably wouldn't survive another 5 years. And so the fact that he lived another 18 years with being diagnosed with that is pretty telling, both in his perseverance and my perseverance in taking proper care of him. He had been sick the week prior. He kind of took a decline. And Valentine's Day night, I found him at the bottom of his cage. He was alive. I picked him up. He tried flapping his wings a few times. And about 10 minutes later, I just sat and held him the whole time near his cage. And there was a point where he flapped quite a bit. He was extremely out of breath. And then he just leaned forward, beak down, his tail feathers up in the air, and his tail feathers started bobbing. His mouth was wide open, and he was audibly breathing, which I knew, the tail bobbing and the wide open mouth, that's active dying in a parrot. And so I just held him and thanked him and apologized for everything that I did in the very beginning to ruin his trust for me in that moment. Told him it was okay to go, and I thanked him for being in my life. And he took 8 or 9 more breaths, each further apart than the previous, and then he was gone. I'm sorry. So yeah, this might have been a little bit too soon to do this, because it's still very, very raw. His loss and the lack of the space he filled in this house. It's There's a significant void in my bird room, in my office space where I spend a great deal of my time. So let's get to what the actual song gave me aside from that. This felt obviously about loss and sitting in that grief. And I didn't feel that really lifting the entire song. Obviously, the man in the video lost a sister as a child. Still, even as an older man, was missing the crap out of her, wanting to have her sing to him, which was something else that kind of made me reminded me of losing my dad, because it's been about 2 years now since he died, and I am still to this day talking to him, hoping that I will get some sort of acknowledgement from him, or sign, as it were, a dream, anything, just because I miss him so very much. So I saw a lot of that in that video and could relate to that as well. I feel like the raven was more symbolic in the video, in the song, symbolic of this darkness that this man experienced probably over the course of his life since losing his sister. You always saw this darkness creeping in, and then she would come in like a spirit form, and it would subside. The song made me feel like there's a lot of unresolved mourning and grief, because he lost her when she was a child, and he, in the video, was a very old man, so he's been going through this for a very long time. It didn't seem like it was grief that ever really went away. It felt, again, about loss. It made me feel disconnection. Something vital in your life going quiet. Something that filled space and was extremely meaningful, that you spent a lot of time loving and caring for, that just went silent, and just yearning for even a split second of that void to be filled. And the song kind of left me feeling a feeling of unresolved. It didn't resolve itself by the end. It just lingered there, and I think this song's going to linger with me for a while, for a few reasons. Again, visually and musically, the way this man tells a story speaks to me. It's incredibly creative and unique. And I said in the last reaction that this feels like it's so far has been a very emotional journey with his solo work. And the same is true with this song. I, even though I was crying, I really enjoyed it. It was the artistry too is important to me. Stands out. His work solo stands out. His work with Porcupine Tree, that whole band stands out to me. It's something distinct and meaningful and something I need to pay attention to because it's special. Anyway, I apologize for being upset, getting upset, relating some of that to my own personal grief. I don't know. Just song left me a little unsettled too, so not sure what kind of reaction this is going to turn out to be, how fun this one's going to be to watch. But it is what it is, I guess. Thank you all so much for being here, though, to share it with me. I will see you on the next one. You're dancing.